Hey everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood Canadian, world slice here. And no, before you ask, I don't live in an igloo made of pancakes and maple syrup, though that does sound kinda delicious. Canada, a country known for its breathtaking landscapes, kind people, and you guessed it, maple syrup. We get it, we love the sweet stuff. But beyond these cliches lies a rich and diverse culture unlike any other in the world. So what makes Canadian culture truly unique? Buckle up, buttercups, because we're about to dive headfirst into the Great White North and uncover the heart and soul of Canada. Let's find out. First up, let's talk about diversity, baby. And no, I'm not talking about the kind with sequins and a killer dance routine, though we do love a good party up here. I'm talking about cultural diversity, the kind that makes Canada a giant, awesome melting pot of traditions, languages, and experiences. See, Canada is like that super welcoming friend who invites everyone to the party. Over 20% of our population is foreign-born, which means you're more likely to hear a hola or a ni hao than a good day, eh? Though we do love a good A every now and then. Walk down any Canadian street, from the bustling streets of Toronto to the vibrant neighborhoods of Vancouver, and you'll be greeted by a kaleidoscope of cultures. We're talking Chinese New Year celebrations with enough dragons to make Khaleesi jealous. Caribbean festivals bursting with color and flavor and everything in between. And the best part? We don't just tolerate this diversity, we celebrate it. It's in our DNA, eh? We believe that our differences are what make us stronger, more interesting, and let's be honest, way more fun. Unlike some countries that try to blend everyone into one big homogeneous blob, Canada's like, nah, be yourself, bring your traditions, your food, your music, the whole shebang. We're all about that cultural fusion, baby. It's what gives Canada its unique flavor, like a perfectly crafted poutine with a little something extra on top. Hold on to your toques, folks, because things are about to get interesting. You see, Canada isn't just a multicultural wonderland, it's also officially bilingual. That's right, we speak two languages, English and French. Now, before you go thinking we're all linguistic geniuses, let me explain. Think of it like this. Canada's like a giant, delicious Nanaimo bar. You've got your chocolatey English base, your creamy French filling, and that sprinkle of Indigenous culture on top, just to sweeten the deal. Now in Quebec, French is the dominant language and the heart of their cultural identity. They've got that whole joie de vivre thing down pat, and their love for their language is infectious. But don't worry, even if your French is a little rusty, they'll appreciate the effort. Just maybe brush up on your bonjour and merci. But bilingualism isn't just about speaking two languages, it's about understanding and appreciating two distinct cultures that coexist within one nation. It's about bridging divides and finding common ground, even when you're arguing about whether poutine should have ketchup on it. Spoiler alert, it shouldn't. Alright, let's talk about something near and dear to every Canadian's heart: nature. And no, I'm not talking about the kind you find in your backyard, I'm talking about vast, untamed wilderness that'll make you feel like you stepped into a group of 7 painting. Imagine this. Towering mountains that pierce the sky, sparkling lakes that stretch as far as the eye can see, and forests so dense you could get lost for days, and probably encounter a moose or two. That's Canada, baby. We've got more trees than a lumberjack convention, more lakes than you can shake a hockey stick at, and enough fresh air to cure even the worst case of city smog inhalation. It's no wonder Canadians have a deep-rooted connection to the great outdoors. Up here, hiking isn't just a weekend activity, it's a way of life. Canoeing, it's practically in our blood. And don't even get me started on skiing, we invented the sport. Okay, maybe not, but we're definitely pros. This bond with nature shapes our values: respect for the environment, a love for simplicity, and a healthy dose of adventure. We're all about preserving our natural heritage for generations to come because hey, who needs fancy gadgets when you've got a campfire, a starry sky, and the sound of loons echoing through the trees? Chapter 4. Honoring the Past. Indigenous Culture and its Enduring Legacy. Before Canada was busy being Canada, figuring out its healthcare system and perfecting the art of poutine, this land belonged to someone else. And by someone else, I mean the Indigenous peoples who called this place home for thousands of years. We're talking about diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis communities, each with their own unique cultures, traditions, and stories that are woven into the very fabric of this land. Their history is our history, and understanding their legacy is crucial to understanding Canada itself. From the intricate totem poles that stand tall on the west coast whispering tales of ancient spirits and legendary creatures, to the stunning Inuit carvings in the Arctic, capturing the raw beauty of the North. Indigenous art is everywhere you look. It's a powerful reminder of the resilience, creativity, and deep connection to the land that defines these cultures. Now, it's no secret that Canada's relationship with its Indigenous peoples has been, well, complicated to say the least. But today, there's a growing movement to acknowledge past wrongs, to listen to Indigenous voices, and to work towards reconciliation and healing. It's about recognizing the vital role Indigenous culture plays in shaping Canadian identity, and ensuring that their stories are heard, respected, and celebrated. Alright, let's address the elephant in the room, or should I say the moose in the forest. Canadian politeness. It's legendary, it's infamous, and yes, it's real. We apologize for everything. Spilled your coffee? Sorry. Stepped on your foot? Sorry, eh? Didn't catch what you said because a beaver decided to build a dam outside my window? Sorry. But here's the thing, it's not just about saying sorry every 5 seconds. It's about genuine courtesy, inclusiveness, and a healthy dose of humility. We're raised to be respectful of others, to value diversity, and to lend a helping hand whenever possible. It's like that time I held the door open for a family of geese. Did they say thank you? No. Did I get hissed at for my troubles? Maybe. But did it make me feel good about myself? Absolutely. Look, we're not perfect, we're just Canadian. We believe in fairness, in equality, and in treating everyone with respect, even if they're wearing a Habs jersey in Maple Leaf territory. It's not always easy, but hey, that's what makes it so darn Canadian, eh? Hold on to your toques, folks, because we're about to enter the wild and wacky world of Canadian entertainment. And trust me, it's a lot more exciting than it sounds. From music superstars like Drake, Celine Dion, and Justin Bieber, yeah, we're not claiming him, but his music is catchy, okay? To comedic geniuses like Jim Carrey, Catherine O'Hara, and Seth Rogen, Canadian talent has infiltrated every corner of global pop culture. But there's something uniquely Canadian about our art, a certain je ne sais quoi, or should I say, je ne sais quest c'est que qu'est. It's a blend of subtlety, wit, and a healthy dose of self-deprecation. We're not afraid to laugh at ourselves, at our quirks, at our obsession with hockey and Tim Hortons. Our humor is like maple syrup, sweet, a little goofy, and best enjoyed in small doses. It's the kind of humor that sneaks up on you, that makes you chuckle to yourself long after the joke is over. It's the kind of humor that says, yeah, we're a little weird, but we're also pretty awesome, eh? Alright folks, it's time to talk about the holy grail of Canadian culture, the sport that unites us, divides us, and makes our hearts beat a little faster, hockey. Now, I know what you're thinking, it's just a game, Ryan, but you're wrong. Hockey is more than just a game in Canada. It's a national obsession, a religion, a way of life. We eat, sleep, and breathe hockey from the moment we can lace up our first pair of skates. We've got legendary players like Wayne Gretzky, Sidney Crosby, and Hayley Wickenheiser, who've achieved mythical status in the Great White North. We've got rivalries so intense they could melt the ice, and we've got a passion for the game that's unmatched anywhere else in the world. But Canadian pride goes beyond the hockey rink. It's about our iconic maple leaf, proudly displayed on our flag, our clothes, and even our tattoos. It's about the sweet, sticky goodness of maple syrup, drizzled on our pancakes, our bacon, and even our snow. Don't knock it till you try it. And let's not forget about Tim Hortons, the coffee shop that's practically a national institution. It's where we go for our morning double-double, our afternoon Timbit fix, and our late-night hockey game fuel. It's more than just a coffee shop, it's a symbol of Canadian comfort, community, and caffeine addiction. Well folks, there you have it. A whirlwind tour of the Great White North, from our multicultural mosaic to our love for all things hockey. We've explored the quirks, the traditions, and the values that make Canada so unique, so welcoming, and so darn lovable. We've laughed, we've learned, and we've probably consumed our weight in maple syrup. But most importantly, we've discovered that Canadian culture is more than just cliches and stereotypes. It's a vibrant tapestry woven from countless threads, each one representing a different story, a different perspective, a different piece of the Canadian puzzle. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and explore more fascinating cultures around the world, right here on World Slice.